Hey, everyone, smartphones keep getting newer and newer, right? We went from flip phones to smartphones, and now we are in the era of AI. But did you know that despite all this, the way one major rule is handled in Japan hasn't changed in a super long time? Yes, I'm talking about the way Japan handles the death penalty system. The current method used in Japan is execution by hanging with a rope, but looking around the world, the number of countries that have switched to different, less physically straining methods, or have stopped using the rule itself altogether, is actually increasing by a huge amount. While the world keeps updating, it is interesting to see why this particular system maintains its traditional form. This gives us an excellent opportunity to think about how society balances history with modern changes. The reason I'm bringing this up is that there are 2 points of concern here, broadly speaking. First of all, the random execution order issue. With this, it's completely invisible from the outside what criteria are used to decide the order from the time the ruling is finalized to when it's actually carried out. It's like, wait, is the way the order is decided a black box? Even though people are under the same rule, the timing is completely different depending on the person. As a social system, this means it can't quite be called equal for everyone, which leaves a bit of an uneasy feeling. And second, this is the most important educational point. In the old days, people seriously believed that, if there are strict rules, everyone will be afraid and stop doing bad things, acting as a deterrent to crime. However, looking at the latest international research and scientific data today, it is becoming a global consensus that there is actually no clear scientific evidence that having strict rules reduces bad things. On the contrary, sadly, experts have even pointed out strange cases where people think, I don't care what happens to my life anymore, so I'll do something bad just to have that strict rule applied to me. It's a story of the purpose and the result becoming polar opposites. That's why today, out of all the member states of the United Nations, an incredible, more than 2/3 of countries have effectively stopped using or have abolished this rule. This is the real, current trend in the world. Instead of letting this system end as just a difficult conversation about the law, something incredibly good happens when we can all gently discuss it together, asking, what do we really think about this? That is, we get to learn the global standards and view things with a broader perspective. Rather than just accepting it because that's how it's been since the old days, we develop the ability to think, will this truly make everyone happy? By everyone taking an interest in the social system this way, it ultimately allows us to choose a more equal, safer, and gentler society that everyone can agree on with our own hands. Don't you think that's incredibly valuable? Now, to you who have read this far, this really is a deep theme, isn't it? Do you think we should change to match the world, or do you think, no, Japan has its own way of thinking? There is no single correct answer, and there is meaning in all of us thinking about it together. Thank you so much for reading to the very end today. I hope your heart is filled with warm kindness today and tomorrow.